Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel, ShaisChiGirl. Yeah, my name is Mary. I'm 26 years old. This is actually the second video I'm recording. I'm very disappointed. The first video I made, I was super nervous doing it. And when I went to click upload or something, I don't know, something happened and the video went bye-bye. So I was like, oh no, I gotta do this again. This is tragic and epic and all sorts of not good. But I don't know, maybe now I won't be so nervous and so stuttery and quiet through a lot of the video. Welcome to my channel. We will be discussing a lot of different things. I'm mainly creating this as like, I don't want to say a support group, but like not only an outlet for myself, but kind of like an escape for other people. This way other people know that they're not alone in some of the disorders that they have. I have several disorders that are very rare, actually, one in which is extremely rare. I've only known like 2 or 3 other people to have it, and I found those other people through Facebook, which hopefully I can get them to agree with me to make a video for my channel and explaining their side of their disorder. But I gotta get them comfortable enough to do that, which if they don't, that's fine and understandable. It's whatever. But anyways, my disorders, I have OCD and also trichotillomania. Trichotillomania is the very rare disorder. It's the rarest one that I have. There's a very low percentage of Americans that have it, people in the world in general that have it. It is a chronic hair pulling disorder due to stress, anxiety, and environment. My God, I can't talk. Pretty much, I mean, obviously, I don't pull hair off of my head. If you can't see, I have a full head of hair, which is good because a lot of people that get trick, that's the first thing they go for is the hair on their head. But call me conceited, but I'm too in love with my hair to pull it off of my head. I don't think I would look right with bald spots all over my head or whatever. So mainly the main areas I target are my eyebrows and like my chin. I'll actually show you, like, okay, my eyebrows, they're for the most part drawn, well, not for the most part drawn on. My right one, this is my right eyebrow, it's for the most part drawn on right now. I had a very bad trick flare up the other night and pulled out a good 75% of what was there, which I'm really disappointed in myself for doing that, but it is what it is. Anyway, my left eyebrow, that's the good one. I know that they're penciled on with dark pencil. My natural hair color is pretty light compared to what my hair is now, which is obviously black. So to just make it match a little bit, I use a pencil to darken it up. But that one, I mean, the majority of that is real, so I'm very proud of myself for that. Also, I pick off of my chin a lot, seeing like all the little cuts and everything. It's not acne, it's actually like from me pulling hair. It's terrible. I wouldn't wish trick on my worst enemy. It's embarrassing and it's really hard because like when you get a flare up, I tend to flare up and like I'm in a public place or something, I do a lot of like rubbing, and I'll find that one little hair, and I'll know it's there, and it'll bother me the whole night. So I'll flip open my phone and like fidget with that thing. That poor phone has been through hell and back. I mean, I've cracked the mirror. There's so much paint missing off of it from me rubbing on it and everything, just to kind of like cope and like get past the flare up or whatever. But anyways, back to my disorders: the OCD, the trick, and I also have anxiety. Shocker. I have depression and I have borderline personality disorder. A lot of people hear borderline personality disorder and they like wig out, like, oh my God, this bitch must be crazy. No, I'm not crazy. And the form of borderline personality that I have, oh yes, and I also have post-traumatic stress disorder. I don't know if I said that or not, but if I did, no, it's on there twice, whatever. But my borderline personality disorder flares up when my PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, sorry, my phone. When my borderline personality flares up, it's usually because of a PTSD attack, and the form of PTSD I have, and like a lot of people, I get mad because a lot of people think that only people in the military will have post-traumatic stress disorder, because the majority of the population that has post-traumatic stress disorder are people from the military. But it's not just for military. I know a lot of people that actually have post-traumatic stress disorder, and I mean, I don't know if they deal with the whole, like, oh, you must have been military bullshit, because that's exactly what it is. It's bullshit. But no, I was never in the military or whatever. So back to the PTSD. I get flashbacks. Like, sometimes it's hard to tell what's really happening and what's just happening in my head. I remember my first PTSD flare-up was about my kids, which before I get into my first flare-up, let me explain to you. I have 3 children, and it's another reason I'm creating this group. It's kind of like an outreach to people who suffer through some of the same things that I suffer through every day. I have 3 children, 2 boys who are my oldest, and my little girl. She's my angel. I love her. My first child was born in 2005. My second was 2006, both boys. And my little girl was born in 2009. The 2 boys, due to circumstances which I won't get into right now, seeing as this is just the first video, I had to give them up for adoption. I will eventually get into that, but right now is the time of the year that I gave them up for adoption, and just for my own mental well-being, I don't think it's a very good idea to get into that right now. So maybe if I'm having a bad day or whatever, then I'll make a video and throw it up here, but other than that, don't expect to hear about that for a while. But I remember I had a flare-up of PTSD. I was actually in a hospital. After I gave my boys up for adoption, I was stupid and tried something that I shouldn't have tried, and luckily I survived. But I was in my room at the hospital, writing in a journal my therapist wanted me to write, and I was writing, I don't remember what all I was writing, but I remember I wrote the words, "I miss my children, but most of all I miss being a mom." And I had this crazy thing happen to where, like, I knew where I was physically, but in my mind, and it was almost like an out-of-body experience. That's the only way to describe it. But, like, in my mind, I was watching myself do the official handoff of my children. I was watching me hand them to their adoptive parents and just watching them drive out of my life. And it was really bizarre, and I kind of freaked out over it. And then it happened again, and I talked to my therapist, and he was like, okay, that sounds very similar to a specific type of disorder, but I don't want to tell you what that disorder is because I don't want it to affect your progress. So I remained clueless for a few days, and these flashbacks or whatever kept happening, and I kept telling him about them. And the day that I was discharged, he gave me my little written thing of what all I was diagnosed with. And at the time, I was just diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder, anxiety, and trichotillomania, which, shocker, I already knew about the trichotillomania. He didn't even diagnose me with that. I told him I had it. I had fought with therapists for years about my trick because they were telling me it was a form of self-mutilation. And I'm like, I don't cut myself, though. Self-mutilation, like, I associate that with cutters. I was a former cutter. I will admit I have cut myself several times this year, but as of recent, I haven't, which then we'll get into that whole self-mutilating cutter thing on a different day, because it'll make this video way too long, but whatever. Yeah, I got the post-traumatic stress disorder. It comes as flashbacks, and it triggers, like it kind of plays off of everything, and especially with the borderline personality disorder, because like when I have a really bad PTSD flare-up, I will lose track of time and everything. Like my memory for the flare-up will be completely gone. Like I had an incident last October. I was going through some stuff, and my PTSD had flared up. I actually had started with a dream. I had a dream that I had gotten my 2 children back, and that they were sleeping in the dream. They were sleeping in the bedroom, which at my former house was my daughter's bedroom. And I woke up from that dream, like, cold sweat, and I was so excited and so hurt at the same time. And I ran to their bedroom. Well, in the dream it was their bedroom, and technically it's Katie's bedroom, but I ran to Katie's bedroom and seen the pink walls and the crib. And I knew, okay, it was just a dream. And literally, I actually felt my whole house flip upside down. And apparently I had made several phone calls that morning, and I don't remember making any phone calls. All I really remember is feeling the house flip upside down. I do remember calling Jamie. That's my daughter's father. I remember calling him when he was at work, and I told him I'm not going to school. And he kept asking why, and I couldn't say anything back. I just said, I'm not going to school. I don't feel like going to school today. And then next thing I know, I'm downstairs, fully dressed, out of my pajamas, sitting in my chair. Jamie's sister was sitting on the couch next to me. And then I kind of like black out again. And then next thing I know, I'm laying on the couch, Jamie's sister sitting in the chair, and his cousin Jen sitting on the floor next to me with a wash rag on my head. A very messed up day, but I lost the majority of my memory for that day. And when I talked to my therapist about it, they had said that was the borderline personality disorder, and he explained it to me, and I was really scared of it for a while, but I've learned to just deal with it and cope with it, take it as it is. He told me I could be medicated for it, but I don't feel that I need medication. I think I do just fine every day. I mean, I have bad days. Everybody has bad days, but luckily I've got a great support system and really great friends to help me through everything, so I'm very fortunate for that. But yeah, and I mean, we'll touch base on all my other disorders as time goes on, but I mean, that's basically me. I will also be like putting up makeup tutorials and everything, so if you can't tell, I'm very good with makeup. I'm like really proud of my eyeshadow today. I think it looks phenomenal. I'll do makeup tutorials and everything, and like show people like if they really like the way I've done my makeup, I could show them. I'm also into drag. No, I do not drag myself, nor will I ever, even though my friend Reggie and my friend Jaden have it in their heads that when and if I go to Florida, that they are going to tape my boobs and everything and dress me up like a dude. I'm sorry, guys. I am girly and I like being girly. It's not happening. I sexually identify as a pansexual. I will make another video based around pansexuality, probably, I don't know if I'll make it tomorrow, but I know it'll be up here in the next day or two. I'll explain pansexuality and everything. I'm also going to see if I can get Yeshaya actually, to make some videos for this channel too, because he has a lot of similar things that I do, which I'm not going to put him on blast on YouTube. I mean, it's kind of personal. It's whatever. But, I don't know. I'm also very strongly into the trans community. Again, no, I am not trans. I am completely female. I'm a masculine female, obviously, but still very feminine, very girly. I have a lot of friends who are FTM, one or two which are MTF. By the way, FTM is female to male, MTF is male to female. Also, I have one friend that actually, he's technically FTM, but he doesn't identify. I'm probably getting this wrong. Sorry if I'm getting this wrong, you know who you are. But he doesn't identify as either male or female. That sounds really weird because I do refer to him, like when I'm talking about him or talking to, obviously I'm referring to him as a male. He has the physical appearance of a male now, which is phenomenal, and he's been on testosterone for over a year, almost a year and a half, so I'm really excited for him about that. Congratulations. I applaud you. I'm proud of you. But I'll make a couple different videos based off of transition, and like I have a lot of friends who are, like I said, a lot of friends who are in transition that they go through a lot of stuff, and just kind of like make little things for them to kind of help boost them up. But regardless of your sexuality, whether you are gay, straight, bi, trans, pansexual, whatever you identify as, or even don't identify as, just whatever you are, welcome to my channel, and you're welcome here. I also have a group on Facebook called Love Throughout Transition. That, again, it is it's for everybody. As long as you are a supporter, I even have a couple straight people in the group. As long as you are a supporter of the LGBT community, you will be welcome there. And as long as you don't say any harshly negative things about my friends and my beliefs and my friends' beliefs, and as long as there is no hate crime type things going on, meaning like gay bashing or like whatever. As long as there's none of that bullshit, we'll get along fine. But yeah, welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy everything that goes on here. Mwah. Ciao.